Here's the brutal truth no one tells you. Women don't want a man who chases them. They want a man they have to chase. They want a man who commands respect without even saying a word. The moment you start chasing her, you put yourself below her. And once she senses that, the attraction dies. But if you flip the script, if you show her that you're no longer playing by her rules, she'll come crawling back to you. And today, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that. It's time to flip the power dynamic and make her fight to be in your life. We've all been taught the same lie, that the more effort you put in, the more she'll love you. But in reality, the harder you try, the faster she runs away. How many times have you seen men plan fancy dates, text constantly, buy gifts, and yet she still pulls away? The more you give, the less she values you. Think about it. When was the last time you truly desired something that was handed to you for free? The chase is what creates value. And when you stop chasing her, you become a challenge again, a prize worth fighting for. If this hits, drop any emoji in the comments. And if you're building unshakable self-respect, hit that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Guy right now. Let's start Lesson 1. Understanding why women lose interest. Before you learn what to do next, you need to understand why she's pulling back in the first place. Women don't just lose interest for no reason. It's about power dynamics. When she feels like she has too much control, the attraction dies. It's not something she decides, it's instinct. If she knows you'll always be there, always pick up the phone, always chase, she stops valuing your presence. The moment she feels like she doesn't have to work for your attention, she loses it. She'll start to test you. She'll act distant. She'll pull away, not to hurt you, but to see if she still has power over you. And when you chase, you confirm her control. That's when the spark dies. So remember, attraction isn't lost by her pulling away. It's lost when you start chasing what's walking away. Lesson 2. Emotional detachment. Your greatest weapon. The most powerful thing a man can do after losing her interest is nothing. Emotional detachment flips the power dynamic completely. When you pull back, she begins to feel your absence. Your silence starts to echo in her world. And soon, she begins to wonder, did he move on? Did I lose him? Most men fail here. They panic. They try to fix things, explain things, chase things. But the moment you stop reacting, you win. You're not playing games, you're regaining control. Because nothing terrifies a woman who thought she had you more than realizing she doesn't anymore. Your silence speaks louder than her tests ever could. Lesson 3. The power of no contact. No contact isn't punishment. It's recalibration. For 30 days, no texts, no calls, no just checking in. You disappear, because the longer your silence lasts, the more she feels it. In a world addicted to constant communication, absence becomes power. She starts to wonder where you went, who you're with, why you stopped caring. That's when she starts missing you, not because of who you were, but because she can no longer control who you're becoming. If this part hits, stay till the end, because what I'm about to say next will change how you handle every breakup from now on, and make sure that you like and subscribe to the Stoic Guy. Let's continue. Lesson 4. Turning heartbreak into fuel. Heartbreak will break weak men, but it will build you. Most men drown in their pain. They scroll through her pictures, reread old messages, replay moments that no longer exist. But the Stoic man, he uses that pain like fire. Every sting, every memory, every sleepless night becomes a rep, a brick, a reason to rise. When your heart hurts, your body must move. Pain is energy, and energy can be transformed. Hit the gym. Focus on your purpose. Take that obsession and redirect it. Don't try to numb it. Use it. Because one day soon, you'll look back at this version of yourself, the broken one, the lost one, and realize it was necessary. The pain didn't destroy you. It shaped you. Remember this. She left you thinking you'd crumble, but you'll rebuild into something she could never handle. The man who turns heartbreak into fuel doesn't chase, he attracts. And when she sees that new version of you, she'll regret ever letting go. Lesson 5. Building emotional strength. This journey isn't just about getting her back. It's about becoming the man who doesn't need her back. Emotional strength is the foundation of masculine peace. The ability to stay calm when everything around you falls apart. A stoic man doesn't suppress emotion. He controls it. He feels deeply, but he never lets feeling dictate his actions. While other men break down over rejection, the Stoic stands firm. He learns, he adapts, he elevates. You need to become the man who doesn't react to every silence, every test, every pullback. Because emotional control is rare, and rarity is power. When she sees that you no longer flinch when she goes cold, she'll start to feel that coldness herself. That's what makes you magnetic. Not your words, not your effort, but your unshaken presence. Every time you hold your composure when she tests you, you're teaching her something. You're teaching her that you're a man of depth, not desperation. Lesson 6. When she finally reaches out, eventually, she will. Maybe it's a soft, hey. Maybe it's a story reply. Maybe it's nostalgia disguised as small talk. But this is your moment, the test of everything you've built. Don't rush, don't fold, don't feed her ego again. Keep your tone calm, grounded, short. Let her feel that she's speaking to a man who's no longer emotionally available on command. When she sees that you've changed, that you're not rushing to please her, she'll start to feel the loss. You don't need to prove you've moved on. Your calm will say it all. And when she realizes that your world didn't collapse without her, she'll start to wonder if her world can survive without you. Lesson 7. Reinstating boundaries and reclaiming power. When she comes back, and she will, everything must change. The man she once knew no longer exists. The version of you she walked away from was too available, too understanding, too forgiving. But this time, she meets the evolved version, the man who knows his worth, who doesn't compromise his peace for validation. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors that only open for those who respect your energy. You must make her earn her place again. She doesn't just get to return like nothing happened. Your time, your attention, and your emotions now have value. And value demands effort. Don't explain these boundaries. Show them by how you move, by how calm you stay, by how little you chase what walks away. If she senses you're willing to walk away again without hesitation, she'll start to treat you differently. Because respect grows where tolerance ends. When she tries to pull the same emotional games, don't react. When she tests your patience, don't fold. She's not trying to destroy your peace, she's trying to measure it. And if you hold your ground, she'll realize she's dealing with a man who's changed. Because nothing shakes a woman more than a man who can look her in the eyes and say, without a word, you don't control me anymore. Lesson 8. Living with purpose, the unshakable frame. The truth is, once you've mastered your emotions and reclaimed your peace, you begin to realize something. Your purpose is your power. A man without purpose will always chase validation, but a man with purpose becomes magnetic. When your life revolves around something greater than her, she starts revolving around you. Every high-value man who commands respect has one thing in common: direction. Whether it's his craft, his mission, his vision, or his legacy, his energy moves with intention. That's the man women crave but can't control, because his attention is earned, not given. Start building your mission. Work in silence. Grind in private. When you're living for something beyond her, your presence begins to radiate strength. You no longer need to tell her you've changed. She can feel it. She sees it in your tone, your calmness, your absence. That's what makes her come back crawling, not because she misses what you were, but because she fears she'll never experience what you've become. When you live with purpose, rejection no longer wounds you. It redirects you. She becomes a memory. Your mission becomes the reward. Lesson 9. Becoming unapologetically you. There's a power that comes from full authenticity. The power of being unapologetically yourself. When you stop trying to be who she wants and start standing firm in who you are, everything changes. You no longer chase approval. You no longer explain your worth. You no longer bend for acceptance. A man who is truly himself is untouchable because he's already accepted everything about who he is. The flaws, the pain, the lessons, they all built him. That's you now. The man who doesn't perform to be loved, but simply exists in truth. The man who no longer chases connection because his energy creates it. The man who doesn't fear being alone because solitude has made him strong. She might still come back, yes, but this time, it's not for you to prove yourself. It's for her to prove she deserves a place beside you. Because you're no longer chasing love, you're walking in purpose. And that, my brother, is what makes you unshakable. If this hit home, drop a fire emoji in the comments and tell me what part woke you up the most. And if you're done being the man who chases, hit that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Guy right now so that you don't miss weekly videos. Because from this point forward, you are the prize. Keep thinking, keep watching, and above all, stay stoic, stay sharp.